Hello guys, this is gonna be a video about how I edit live drums, and I should show you quickly now. I've grouped this so we've looped a section. I'm going to mute all this and then you can just hear what he's playing to. And it's gonna be with, of course. He's playing to the click. And then we looped it, and he's been recording it for 10 takes, I think, on this particular one. So I have started with the kick drum to find the ones that are on the spot. Then I go and I find the one where the transient is closest to that bar. Now I'm going to start. I usually go with the overhead left. And I choose that one, and that's where I do my snare and fills and everything. So I focus on one of the takes. Of course, right. Sorry, I could do left, right, either of those two overheads, and use that as the one that I'm going to set the whole song for. The setting that I made is, if we go in here, we get. This is group 2, group settings, and you put editing selection, this one on. You tick this box, and then when I edit here, if I choose this one instead, it's going to be the one selected on all the recorded tracks. So anyway, right now, I'm going to look for right here. I start right here. We can start here actually to find this little. It's probably a ride, one that's tight on the line. That one doesn't have one at all. That one has a crash or something. So let's see here which one we will choose. That one is pretty good. So we can start with that. And then let's see what we find for this. This is a typical snare. So this one is tight. I bring it in pretty close. Then let's check for that one. It's good enough. And this is probably a kick. Okay, so the kicks I've already chosen, which means that I'm gonna go here instead. And then take this one. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah. And then I need to find another snare here. And this is how I keep on working with it. So that one is very tight. And that one is a good hit. That one I like. So you choose your drums like this, or I choose my drums like this, and here's a fill. It's a da 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 da. You can see how it builds up, and then you just try to find the ones that are most spot on. I think this one starts okay. Let's see if we find something, but that one is actually better than the second one. I think we go down to the one we were looking at there. Third one, yeah, we can keep on going with that one. Here he's tight. I think he's going a little bit outside. How was the lower one? Keep on going with this one. Oh, of course, this might be noticeable. Probably not. So let's see if we find a tighter one. But you can see how he starts hitting harder here than down here. So maybe you don't want to mix them too much because it might not sound that good. Suddenly becoming harder, and then if you go back here, then it's softer again. But these are pretty much on the money, this take, the first take. So I'll just keep them going. Yeah. But this one... So on this one he's exactly on, which means doesn't matter which one of these two I take, but that one is tighter, so we can try that one. And then fairly good. Anything that's more on? I don't know what this is. Here he made a completely different... oh, I'll keep on going on that one. And then bum, bum. And then here I need to find a tighter one. So this one is pretty good. Yeah, we can see how that sounds now. Yeah, so that's good. Here, let's see if we find something that's more tight. Nope. So when I'm done, I'm going to go in here. You press on the letter, go to flatten and merge, then it renders all these and becomes just single tracks. And then I can go in, choose all of them, cut here and cut, I don't know, here is a good place, move this whole section so it's a bit more tight, because I think this is a little bit too much off. It's on, to be honest, it's actually quite okay, but I'm being a bit anal here. So this one I'm going to cut up later on probably and move it a little bit. But working like this means that you don't have to do that a lot. There's not much of that going on, which is a nice thing. Same thing here. He's a little bit off, a little bit late here on all takes. Usually I find one or a couple of takes where he's dead on, but there are some places now and then where he's not. So here we already have one that's dead on, so I don't need to change it. Let's say here you can look at this is your this is like the collected track of all your selections. So you can look up here how they are, and I haven't edited. I've only selected the kick drum so far. So when I go here now, it's basically to get all the other drums. I always start with the kick drum. That way I have like a good basic selection for the rhythm. So this one I would like to find a better one, but there isn't one actually. It is quite tight, so that one is quite okay. Here you go. I think these are kick drums, and let's listen. Yeah. That one looks better, but if we go down here to the kick drum, maybe, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that one. And here, you can see the kick drum is pretty dead on, but that one is very dead on too, so why don't keep on going? Then you get a better, if the less you cut up, the less you need to cut up, the better it is, basically. So Basically. That one I like better. Can zoom in a little bit. Zooming is command and then the side arrows. If you want the key command for it. This one is really good. So like that. Make sure that you have space for the kick. So if you look at the kick drum, so the crossfade doesn't go into the beginning of it, because then you're gonna lose some of the transient and it won't sound as good. So here it looks like there is some kind of double kick there on that one, but not on the rest. So I think we'll keep it like that. And that one is good. So we come to this one. Can check this one, see what it. Yeah, it's a triple kick there, yeah. Okay, so this one I can find a better one here. And there I see, there comes a crash also, I think, on that one. Yeah. You see how there is the kick and then there it's a fatter line than without the crash. So you can actually see what's going to happen just on this line. But here you go. You got something that is quite off. Can we find something closer? This one is pretty good. Yeah, let's go with this one there. And then, of course, I want this crash to follow here all the way. But here the kick is early. So it's changing over to that one. Let's see how this one, if it seems... Oh, we have something going on there that's not very nice. So maybe if I go a little bit out here. Yeah, that's better. And then making sure that this one is... Yeah, now it sounds good. They blend in very well. This one, we can find a tighter. Just down here we have one. Let's see if we can find someone when the transient, this is good. Where the transient is on the line, this is also good. Let's see, I like this one. But this one has more power, but it's a little bit late. I'll go with this one. And then here you probably have a kick there, yeah. So I don't want to go too much. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, let's listen to the whole thing and then see where it doesn't match, and where it doesn't match I will go in and try to find other places where it sounds better. Okay. We start with something really weird straight away. Put this one tighter on. As you can hear, it starts really bad straight on. Maybe this one. Oh, there is a... One of the problem here is I think he ends the loop with a hi-hat, and I would like to have the ringing of I would like to have a ride there. Is there anyone that has a ride? So it needs to be tighter onto this one, like this. It doesn't sound very good though. Maybe this one. Because this, you look at this ride, it's very good on. Bing, bing. So he's hitting it different. It's okay. It's not really good, but not sure it's gonna be noticeable. A lot of this will be masked with the other instruments, so that you won't hear that bigger difference. There is something there. You can see it. It's just do like this, and it should be okay. Yeah. Let's check the kick drum on this one. This is take 1, take 2. So I could actually go like this here, and that would make this yeah, a lot better. They're much more in in harmony with each other, these two takes. So here it's good. This is the port drum. Somewhere here there's something that feels a bit okay. I'll keep this one. I don't think I'm gonna get it much better, and I think it's actually pretty good. So, flatten and merge. Coffee, cold coffee now. And now, as I said before, I'm going to fix the snare, so we can solo out the snares. You can listen to it. And then take this one, and I put a little. Oh, we got a gain there. Oh, it's already on. Okay, so you listen to it. So the body comes. Here it feels more like you get more of the snap. But it's way better with. You get both the snap and the body. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks. Bye.